Mission: Impossible – Dead Reckoning Part 1. Mission: Impossible – Dead Reckoning Part 1 is an upcoming American action spy film written and directed by Christopher McQuarrie. It will be the seventh and penultimate installment of the Mission: Impossible film series, and the third in the series directed by McQuarrie, following Rogue Nation and Fallout. It stars Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Henry Czerny, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson, Vanessa Kirby, and Frederick Schmidt, all of whom will reprise their roles from the previous films. Newcomers include Hayley Atwell, Pom Klementieff, Shea Whigham, Esai Morales, Delaney, and Cary Elwes.Mission: Impossible – Dead Reckoning Part 1 is scheduled for release in the United States on July 14, 2023, by Paramount Pictures. A direct sequel, titled Dead Reckoning Part 2, is to be released on June 28, 2024. On January 14, 2019, Cruise announced that the 7th and 8th Mission: Impossible films would be shot back-to-back, with McQuarrie writing and directing both films for July 23, 2021, and August 5, 2022 releases. In February 2021, Paramount scuttled that plan, but Ferguson confirmed her return for the 7th installment. In September 2019, McQuarrie announced on Instagram that Hayley Atwell had joined the cast. In September 2019, Pom Klementieff joined the cast of both the 7th and 8th films. In December 2019, Simon Pegg confirmed his return for the film, with Shea Whigham cast of both films. Nicholas Hoult was cast in a role in January 2020, along with the addition of Henry Czerny, reprising his role as Eugene Kittredge for the first time since the 1996 film. Vanessa Kirby also announced she was returning for both films. In May 2020, it was reported that Esai Morales would replace Hoult as the villain in both films due to scheduling conflicts. Angela Bassett confirmed that she would return as Erica Sloane in December 2020, but was later removed from the film due to COVID-19 travel restrictions. In March 2021, McQuarrie revealed on Instagram that Delaney, Charles Parnell, Indira Varma, Mark Gatiss, and Cary Elwes had joined the cast. 7. That same day, Greg Davis was also confirmed to have joined the cast. Under the working title Libra 24, filming was scheduled to begin on February 20, 2020, in Venice, set up to last for 3 weeks before moving to Rome in mid-March for 40 days, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Italy, production in the country was halted. 3 weeks later, stunt rehearsals began in Surrey, England, just before a hiatus. On July 6, 2020, after another hiatus, crew arriving in the UK were given permission to begin filming without going through the mandatory 14-day quarantine. The set was located at Warner Brothers Studios, Leavesden in Hertfordshire. The following month, similar permission was granted for filming in Møre og Romsdal, Norway. That same month, a large fire broke out on a motorcycle stunt rig in Oxfordshire. The scene had taken 6 weeks to prepare and was, among one of the most expensive ever filmed in the UK. No one was hurt in the incident. Filming began on September 6, 2020, when McQuarrie started to publish pictures from the sets on Instagram. In October 2020, across Norway, when the previous installment was filmed in Preikestolen, including the municipalities of Stranda and Rama, with crews sighted filming an action scene with Esai Morales atop a train. On October 26, 2020, production was halted in Italy after 12 people tested positive for COVID-19 on set. Filming resumed a week later. In December 2020, During filming in London, an audio recording of Cruise shouting at two production crew members for not following the COVID-19 rules on set was released online. Cruise was likened to his character Les Grossman from the 2008 film Tropic Thunder as a result. The response from the general public and that of many celebrities was supportive, suggesting that his tone and seriousness were warranted given the extreme circumstances and burden of ensuring production not be halted again. On December 28, 2020, Variety reported that the film would conclude principal photography at Longcross Film Studios in the United Kingdom, with production shifting from Warner Brothers Studios, Leavesden. In Longcross, which is in Surrey in southeast England, productions were allowed to continue under strict COVID-19 protocols. In February 2021, filming concluded in the Middle East and the crew would return to London for finishing touches. In early May 2020, the composer Lorne Balfe was confirmed to be returning to compose the score for the 7th and 8th Mission: Impossible films, after scoring the 6th. Balfe's music from the teaser trailer was digitally released by Paramount Music on June 23, 2022 as a single. On April 20, 2021, filming commenced in the small village of Levisham, North Yorkshire Moors Railway, 41, for a sequence set in the Alps in Switzerland with a train going 60 miles, 97 kilometers, an hour through a bridge being blown up, as a reference to the climactic train wreck scene in the 1926 silent film The General. In August 2021, filming commenced in Birmingham at the city's Grand Central Station, with Cruise and Atwell spotted by onlookers. In September 2021, the film's gaffer Martin Smith confirmed on Instagram that principal photography had officially wrapped. Mission: Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1 is scheduled to be released on July 14, 2023.